City Manager Cheryl Sculley submits a positive self-evaluation. SAWS hires the head of San Antonio's capital projects. And rideshare company Uber looks to bring e-bikes to San Antonio. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Thursday, November 29th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. City Manager Cheryl Sculley has delivered a political hot potato to city council members in the form of a self-evaluation for her 2018 performance, a document that's the first step in deciding her annual bonus, which could be as much as $100,000. The 15-page memo was submitted Monday, and each council member has until Friday to submit their own assessment of Sculley's performance. While Mayor Ron Nirenberg says the city will then follow the process outlined at the beginning of the year to evaluate the manager and the other city council-appointed positions in a professional manner. Wednesday, he dodged questions about the uncomfortable position he and his colleagues find themselves in as they contemplate how much extra in taxpayer dollars Sculley should receive for her 2018 performance above her base salary of $475,000. Now the fourth mayor Sculley has worked for, Nirenberg remains a steadfast supporter. But just a few weeks ago, voters sent a loud and clear message to City Hall by overwhelmingly approving Proposition B, which places limits on the compensation and tenure of future city managers. Though it doesn't apply to Sculley, the charter amendment that was pushed by the San Antonio Professional Firefighters Association was widely seen as a proxy referendum on Sculley's compensation, something that has long been a source of controversy. Sculley's self-evaluation is quick to remind her bosses that she's the best at what she does, noting that, quote, as the most experienced city manager of any large city in the country, she utilizes her nearly 40 years of experience managing local government to address the challenges facing San Antonio on a daily basis. Now seen as a potential challenger to Nirenberg in the 2019 race, Councilman Greg Broghouse is a frequent Sculley critic and says the council should act quickly and publicly on the matter. While the current city manager's employment agreement doesn't have a specific end date, it has exhausted its built-in salary increases and bonus structures, and how the council ultimately handles Sculley's bonus could be a litmus test for her future as the city manager. The longtime director of San Antonio's Transportation and Capital Improvements Department is leaving the post to become the Chief Operating Officer at the San Antonio Water System. Mike Frisbee was hired in 2007 from the private sector by City Manager Cheryl Sculley, who pulled him from Phoenix, where she'd previously worked as an assistant city manager. At the city, Frisbee oversees nearly 900 employees and is the point person for San Antonio's municipal bond programs, which undertake hundreds of capital projects in 5-year cycles. But in his new role, Frisbee will report directly to SAWS CEO Robert Puente, and with his background as an engineer, in the coming years will oversee massive capital projects and help guide SAWS through its interactions with expansion as the area continues to grow. Frisbee is scheduled to work in his current position with the Transportation and Capital Improvements Department through December 14th, and will be available to help with a transition to a new director. And another mode of transportation could be on its way to San Antonio, as Uber makes plans to start a new bike share program in the city's streets. Acquired by Uber in April, Jump has applied for a permit to launch its dockless electric bicycles in Alamo City, hoping to join the ranks of Bird, Blue Duck, Lime, and Razor, who have already applied for similar transportation permits. While those companies operate scooter systems, Jump's bike service would look very similar, with Uber users using an app to unlock bikes. An Uber spokeswoman has confirmed the pending application, but the company doesn't yet have a timeline for when it hopes to launch the service in San Antonio. And that's your daily San Antonio Express briefing for Thursday, November 29th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.